in pursuance of the long-term program by the government of the Russian Federation to develop industry and infrastructure established in the middle of the 1990s, a decision was taken to build new seaports and logistics centers in the west, south, and east of the country. Ust-Luga Port became the first project implemented within the scope of that program. The port is located 130 kilometers off St. Petersburg in the area of Luga Bay on the coast of the Baltic Sea. The private-public partnership enabled building the necessary railway infrastructure, berths, commission of new terminals practically from scratch. Today, 16 different terminals operate in the port, including a specialized coal terminal, oil and oil products transfer terminal, a container terminal, a sulfur transfer terminal, an automobile railway ferry complex, a universal terminal, a multi-type handling terminal, etc. Port development is in progress. New terminals are currently designed and built. The first project completed within the scope of building the new logistics center in Ust-Luga was the Rosterminalugol specialized coal terminal that started transferring coal in May 2003 as its first construction phase came to its end. The second phase of the coal terminal, the automated coal handling terminal, was commissioned in January 2006 in the presence of Vladimir Putin, the President of the Russian Federation, and that boosted coal transfer capacity to 7 million tons annual. Further on, with additional investments into the infrastructure and new equipment, optimized operation of coal terminal, the coal transfer capacity kept growing to reach 25 million tons of coal annual. The coal terminal is located on an area of 53.5 hectares. Its work is provided by 600 employees. The terminal operates equipment by the leading global manufacturers. Let us take a closer look at the operation of Rosterminalugol JSC. 7 to 10 days after shipping from Kuzbass, the coal freight rail cars arrive at Luzhskaya station, one of the largest in Russia. The figures of average daily offloading of rail cars are rising steadily at the station. Such positive dynamics may only be achieved via coordinated interaction with stevedores operating in the Ust-Luga port. From the railway station, the stevedore company-owned locomotives deliver coal freight rail cars to the tracks of the specialized coal terminal, there to be unloaded with the help of 2 tandem rail car dumpers, manufactured by the German ThyssenKrupp, one of the global leaders in this area. In 2018, with the program of further technical refurbishment of the terminal, Rosterminalugol JSC replaced the tandem railcar dumper number 1. Investments into the project exceeded rubles 500 million. Railcar dumpers accelerate unloading the rolling stock significantly and prevent the risk of its damage, thus extending considerably the service life of freight rail cars. Thanks to the state-of-the-art handling equipment, use of innovative rail cars of higher capacity, and close coordination with the Russian railways, the terminal is able to unload more than 60,000 tons of coal a day. The maximum capacity of each railcar dumper is 3,500 tons per hour. Upon unloading, empty rail cars are delivered to the indoor complex featuring 2 transborders. These set empty rail cars on backtracks to pull them back to the railway station by the terminal-owned locomotives. When outdoor temperatures stay below 0, rail cars go through a defrosting facility that heats railcar walls to speed unloading and enable emptying the railcars completely. Infrared defrosters installed at the coal terminal are a unique development by Russian scientists. Defrosters heat up rail cars right before unloading, so that no extra maneuvers are needed. The rolling stock spends 15 to 25 minutes defrosting on average, and 24 rail cars may be defrosted simultaneously, 12 to one rail car dumper and 12 to the other. The operation of defrosting system is improved continuously, with air curtains installed at the entrance to and exit from the indoor railcar dumping complex in 2017, to offer an example. Let us return to the railcar unloading station now. After unloading, coal reaches the conveyor belt, sifting through a grid of 280 millimeter cells. In wintertime, the frozen coal is first crushed using the crushing and milling machines arranged above the grid. Further, following a system of conveyor lines, the coal cargo is delivered either to one of 4 warehouses or straight to vessel holds, taking an additional crushing on its way, as the loading pattern envisages. The terminal uses a modern multi-stage metal contamination removal system. It consists of 17 magnetic stations with magnetic induction up to 2,200 Gauss in its operational area and up to 5,500 Gauss at the magnet surface. In the course of its transportation, each ton of coal passes through 5 magnetic separators, minimum, while handled at the warehouse, or through 4 such stations in case of direct transshipment, thus ensuring practically complete magnetic removal of extraneous metal contaminations from the coal. Magnetic separators are located at the spot most advantageous for the extraction of contamination on the bedding, when coal is poured from one conveyor belt to another as it progresses to destination. This technology guarantees the highest quality magnetic removal of extraneous metal contaminations from the coal. There are 3 bedding stations equipped with state-of-the-art high-tech crushing plants that prevent oversized pieces of coal from hitting vessel holds and downgraded to fractions of 50 millimeters maximum, in most demand by consumers. Depending on the route chosen for coal to move through the terminal, 2 of 3 bedding stations equipped with crushing plants may operate simultaneously. Officers of independent surveyor organizations monitor the potential presence of contamination in coal. Up to 70,000 tons of coal may be stored simultaneously in the terminal warehouse. Each stack contains coal with specific characteristics and origin. Depending on contractual specifications and instructions by the customer, homogeneous mixing of coal may be arranged in the course of its loading at the terminal. Process equipment used at the terminal is designed for round-the-year operation. Vessels are loaded by 2 tack raft ship loaders, each having a maximum capacity of 3,500 tons per hour. Loading proceeds off 2 berths, totaling 565 meters of length and navigation depth of 14 meters by side berth number 1 and 16 meters by side berth number 2, which makes it possible to handle 2 ships of post-Panamax class simultaneously at an average loading speed in excess of 60,000 tons of coal per day. On June 24, 2017, the largest bulk carrier in the history of the port, Navios Polex, of a deadweight of 180,000 tons, 292 meters long, moored by the terminal berth to take on board the largest shipload of coal since Rosterminalugol JSC was commissioned, more than 128,000 tons. It was thus confirmed that one of the largest cargo ships in the world could enter the Ust-Luga seaport. Rosterminalugol is one of the largest state-of-the-art coal terminals in Russia, built using the most advanced technologies. Automation of its technological processes is 98%. All principal units of the terminal are equipped with a video surveillance system. Reports on unloading newly arriving freight rail cars are uploaded to the information database of the Central Control Station online and handled by a dedicated application that tracks complete data on each rail car sent to Rosterminalugol JSC and the grades of coal run on the conveyor belt. Besides, the current data are brought to the display on coal stacks, ship loading, state and operation status of every basic unit of the terminal equipment. Since 2013, the terminal has been accredited and features ISO 9001-2015 and 14001-2015 international certificates. To identify efficiently the quality of coal as it is loaded on shipboard, 2 automatic samplers by the German Siebtechnik GmbH are used. That equipment has been certified in accordance with the ISO 13909-2001 international standards and is capable to perform continuous sampling while loading coal on board a ship. Coal samples are treated to take their chemical analysis in specialized laboratories by SGS and IncoLab, the independent surveyor companies. These laboratories are located right on site of the terminal. The analysis results become ready and available within 48 hours of completing ship loading and may include retrievals of every main specification of the loaded coal and its fractional composition. The automated transshipment complex of the coal terminal uses the latest environmental protection technologies. Each site of coal overturning features a dust extraction aspiration unit designed to clean the air from coal dust. The terminal monitors the environment continuously and runs audits of environmental conditions. State-of-the-art high-tech treatment facilities are deployed on site of the coal complex to treat wastewater, which fully comply with the international environmental norms and use the so-called nano-floating technology. A highly efficient stack irrigation system is used to reduce coal dusting in the warehouse in summer. At temperatures below zero, snow generators are used to suppress dust. The terminal management pays special attention to occupational safety, social security, and health of its employees. Teams of Rosterminalugol JSC take part in sports events all the time to have won many a prize position. The terminal features a canteen, a gym, a sauna. The social policy pursued by the management of Rosterminalugol JSC aims at improving continuously labor conditions and maintaining a decent standard of living of its employees, which includes assistance in improving their housing conditions. Rosterminalugol JSC is a specialized high-tech coal terminal, providing a high level of service to transfer Russian coal to consumers around the world.